Imagine a world where a simple blood transfusion could save a life, but there was no safe way to store or transport blood. That was the world before an African-American doctor named Charles Drew came along. He changed medicine forever. Let's go back in time to learn about his life and how his innovations helped millions of people. Charles Richard Drew was born on June 3, 1904 in Washington, D.C. He was a curious and determined boy who loved to play sports, especially football and track. But Charles was also very smart. His teachers noticed how hard he worked, and he dreamed of becoming a doctor to help people. At that time, African Americans faced a lot of challenges, including unfair treatment and fewer opportunities. But that didn't stop Charles. He worked hard and earned a scholarship to Amherst College. After college, Charles wanted to go to medical school. But in the 1920s and 30s, most medical schools did not accept many African American students. Still, Charles never gave up. He went to McGill University in Canada, where he became an excellent student and studied how blood works. He realized that blood transfusions could save lives in emergencies, but there was a big problem. There was no safe way to store blood for a long time. That meant many people couldn't get the help they needed in time. Dr. Drew wanted to solve this problem. He studied how to separate plasma, the liquid part of blood, from red blood cells. He discovered that plasma could be stored much longer than whole blood and still be used to save lives. This was a game changer. Because of his research, doctors could store blood safely and send it where it was needed most. During World War II, many soldiers were getting hurt and doctors needed blood to save them. Dr. Drew was asked to help create the first large-scale blood bank called Blood for Britain. He organized blood donations and helped ship plasma to soldiers fighting overseas. His work saved thousands of lives. Dr. Drew also led the first blood bank for the American Red Cross. But there was a problem. At that time, the U.S. military wanted to separate blood donations by race. Dr. Drew strongly disagreed with this, saying there was no scientific reason to separate blood from African American and white donors. He stood up against this unfair rule, even though it cost him his job. But his courage helped pave the way for change. After leaving the Red Cross, Dr. Drew became a medical professor and trained other African American doctors. He wanted to make sure more black students could become doctors and scientists just like him. Sadly, he passed away in 1950 after a car accident, but his work continues to save lives every day. Today, every time someone donates blood, we can thank Dr. Charles Drew for his incredible discoveries. His work made modern blood banks possible, and he helped change the world. So the next time you see a blood donation drive, remember the African American doctor whose ideas made it all possible. Dr. Charles Drew, a true hero. If you like this video and would like to see more content like this, please give it a thumbs up. Feel free to leave a comment, share with others, and subscribe to our channel.